Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Mark. In this video, I wanted to talk about the amazing things that are happening now um, as we're past the equinox and this most recent full moon. So much awesomeness taking place. So stay tuned. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I release new videos. So we're coming off this amazing time. We've just had the equinox here in the northern hemisphere, the spring equinox, the fall in the southern, and just moved through this amazing full moon energy. Such a wonderful time of expansion. I know a lot of you are probably still feeling the effects of that. I am. But it's giving rise to so many new and amazing things. Um, Not all of which feels good at the moment. We may be experiencing a lot of physical symptoms. What's happening now is I'm getting and feeling a lot of spin and movement in really all the chakras. So from the ones in the physical body, if we want to talk about 1 through 7, a lot of movement of energy there. Almost you can almost feel them spinning up. All of a sudden, I'll have maybe in my throat. Feels tight, moves into my chest. Then all of a sudden my head feels a little foggy. Although, down in the root, the same type of thing, back pain, from the sacral area, solar plexus pains, all sorts of stuff happening right now. Tingling. We've got an awakening of 11, chakra 11, tingling in the fingers, the sensations on the skin. Maybe you're going to feel a rush of air, just feeling energy moving, a lot more sensitive. I've noticed when I walk into a room, instantly I get a reading on the room. I could feel it. More awareness going to those types of situations. Being able to read people a little bit easier, a little bit more quickly. Get a read, get a feeling on how somebody reacts to maybe something you say. Just a lot of space was created recently within us, a lot of physical upgrades, a lot of upgrades in our energy centers. It's just opening up these new experiences, and we're able to ground more of our higher self and really start to interpret energy. We're really in tune now, like a finely tuned machine. As our physical bodies ascend and rise in frequency, we're able to interact with our environment with a heightened sensitivity. And the beauty of it is we're not really getting overwhelmed by what we're experiencing, by the energy that we're facing. If we run into a situation where we're getting triggered or we're feeling density, we know now to immediately go to the body. We could get that energy moving with our channel breathing and such, and just really help to align all these areas, the energy centers within our body, get them all humming and working together, so we know how to do that. We're these physical sensations that we're having, like I mentioned, with like my throat feeling tight at times or whatever it may be, the head feeling foggy. If you remember, when we do our channel breathing, when we would try to tighten up these various areas, to bring tension to it, to help bring awareness to our physical body as we move our breath, to bring consciousness to it, that essentially is what's happening with these symptoms. We are being drawn back into these areas of our body, to focus on, to bring awareness to, and to move energy through. So it's just an amazing time right now. It seems like ascension is here for the taking right now. Like, we just have this ability to really work with this energy, draw it in, pull it in, ground more of our higher selves, ground deep into Gaia, get this energy flowing, and really start to tap in and tune into some of our innate abilities that have been shut down for millennia. So these types of things are starting to come back online. Obviously, we know communication with our guides, with our star family, with the Pleiadians, Arcturians, whatever it may be that you're resonating with. You're going to be more in tune with those frequencies. You're going to start to get more knowing, more knowledge. Things are going to come through. Another cool thing is, if you notice, if you look up in the sky, because we're rising in frequency and the planet's rising in frequency, we're starting to kind of like move into the frequencies where some of the lower um, ships, the lower frequency ships are residing right now. So you may start to see some things in the sky that look a little bit interesting. Maybe they look a little bit off. Maybe a cloud doesn't quite look like a cloud, or maybe you get a feeling when you're seeing something that has an odd shape to it. I'm experiencing things like that more now. It's, you know, it's almost like bleeding through. Some of the craft are starting to bleed through into our spectrum, into our frequency, and we're able to pick up on those. Some of, you know, especially those of us who are more in tune and have done the work and have, you know, raised the frequencies of their consciousness in their bodies, really starting to notice things like that. So eyes to the sky, take a look, and just be open with love and appreciation. And when you see something that doesn't seem quite normal to you, maybe, you know, maybe you're questioning, you know, is that a cloud or whatever, or you see a streak across the sky, just sit with that, hold it, and throw it out there, throw love and gratitude out there, and allow that to be, because that's how we anchor some of these newer frequencies, and it helps to push us even higher. A lot of flashing too going on within the third eye, and even in the visual spectrum, seeing a lot of maybe shadows and sparkles and things like that, energy moving around. I'm noticing more and more of it is seeming to appear in the visual spectrum. So not just third eye stuff per se, but maybe you're seeing things more visually with your physical eyes. And as our bodies again rise in frequency, we start to be able to tune in to these different frequencies, and our eyes are really just instruments to measure frequency. You know, the wavelengths of energy. That's all it is. So when we, you know, when we work with our physical body and work with energy, and we ground more of our higher self, we're raising the frequency of our body. We are able to start to perceive some of these frequencies that maybe we weren't able to a month or two ago, because we physically couldn't. Maybe it would have short circuited us, because it was beyond the capabilities of our physical senses at that time. But now it's not. So be aware of things like that. Very cool things happening. So just be open to it. When you see something, you know, don't try to discount it. Don't try to make it you know, to rationalize what it might or might not be. Just be open, be available, let it all come, always keeping your awareness that we are living in this reality that isn't really real. It's the best way to put it. It's a simulation, right? So keep that in your awareness and know that everything's fluid. I've been feeling a lot more extra dimensional lately, especially after the full moon. Almost like I'm seeing from a higher dimension. I'm observing this reality from a higher dimension. And it's not just from strictly a consciousness standpoint, it's more from a physical standpoint. I'm there within my physical body. I'm feeling these experiences within my physical body. Whereas before we had to almost feel ungrounded and go there to experience stuff like that. But now it's happening as I'm walking around, almost like I'm in a walking meditation throughout my day. So very cool experiences, so much going on. Allow it to be, continue working with this blessed light that we're receiving, with this energy, continue to ground it, do the work. Sure, there are going to be bumps in the road, but that's okay, because we're being shown things we need to move through and we need to process and release. So go with the flow. Don't have any expectations. There's so much happening. New Earth is really starting to push out and push out into the reality. That's some of what that extra dimensionalness that I'm feeling. It's the newness of those frequencies coming out into reality. So it's just so exciting. It's such an exciting time. So take advantage of it. Do the best you can. Do your breath work. Ground, like I talked about in the last video. Make sure you don't overamp yourself. Keep that space when you're triggered, when you're feeling the densities. Keep that space and ground the energy. Okay, we don't want to short circuit. Let's take full advantage of this opportunity we have at this moment. So hope this video resonated with you guys. Give it a thumbs up if it did. Would really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button if you have not already. Leave a comment if you're experiencing any of what I've talked about in this video. And if you know some people that are going through these types of things right now, go ahead and share the video. I would so much appreciate it if you guys could just share it with, in one spot. And maybe it's in a group on Facebook or whatever, wherever you hang out and talk ascension. Go ahead and share it. I would be so grateful for that. So until next time, though, guys, love and light. Thank you.